Oh yeah, you already know. Alright, so anyway, so let's start learning about these characters for a second, okay? Because this is why I'm here as well. Welcome to Whole Lotta Game Shit / Twitch. I'll be your home fucking boy J1 until I die. And yes, we are about to learn every single combatant in here. Starting off with my uncle's favorite character, may he rest in peace, Baraka. Baraka is the leader of the Tarkatans, a nomadic race of mutants who live in the outer wastelands of Outworld. Sadistic and brutal, Baraka serves Shao Kahn as one of the Emperor's most terrifying and merciless enforcers. Under Shang Tsung's direction, Baraka leads the attack on the Shaolin Temple after the Mortal Kombat tournament, showing no mercy to any monk. Afterwards, he competes in the Outworld tournament where the skills of his Earth opponents are no match for his savagery. Baraka belonged to a nomadic race of mutants living in the wastelands of the Outworld and under attack against Liu Kang's Shaolin Temple. His fighting skills gained the attention of Shao Kahn, who recruited him to his army. Known for his unpredictable actions and wild fits of anger, Baraka goes on a rampage. After defeating the Earth Warriors, he attacks Shang Tsung, Kintaro, and finally, Shao Kahn himself. After defeating Shao Kahn, Baraka's race of mutants arise from the wastelands and rebel against what is left of Khan's army. They eventually win, and the Outworld comes under the rule of King Baraka. After quelling a rebellion in remote areas of Outworld, Baraka is sent to Earthrealm by Shao Kahn to kill as many Earthrealms as he can, independently of the extermination squads. He locates Earth's champions but is swiftly defeated. Knowing his failure will be punished, he flees back into the wastelands of Outworld upon Shao Kahn's defeat. Baraka was sent to quell the uprising of the renegade race in Outworld's lower regions. After his victorious battle, the nomadic warrior returned to fight on the side of villainy. Under the guidance of Shao Kahn, Baraka will once again pose a formidable threat to his earthen counterparts. While Baraka's failure to apprehend several Earth warriors nearly results in Shao Kahn's demise, the nomad fears for his own life. He falls out of favor with his emperor and realizes that it is only a matter of time before Khan enacts revenge. Baraka remains loyal until the opposition from Earthrealm has been defeated. With Khan weakened from his battle with Raiden, Baraka strikes. The despondent emperor is no match for Baraka's attack. Then, fearing reprisal from Khan's loyalists, Baraka escapes back into the nomadic ruins from which he came. Chameleon is a secret player in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. To play as him, select any male ninja from the character selection screen and hold back, high punch, high kick, block, and run. Awesome, isn't he? Cyrax was one of the first of the Lin Kuei clan to undergo the conversion process into the Cyber Lin Kuei. The cyborg's first mission is to track down and either capture or eliminate the Rogue clan member, Sub-Zero. After Sub-Zero rejects conversion into a cyborg and defects from the Lin Kuei, Cyrax is sent with his fellow cyborgs Sector and Smoke to apprehend the ninja. Cyrax manages to confront Sub-Zero but is defeated. Instead, Sub-Zero reprograms Cyrax to attack the Outworld forces. After Shao Kahn is defeated and Earth is restored, Cyrax wanders into the desert, still locked into his reprogrammed objective and unable to locate targets. Cyrax, designated unit LK-44, is the second of the 3 prototype cybernetic ninjas built by the Lin Kuei. Like his counterparts, his last program command is to find and terminate the rogue ninja Sub-Zero. Without a soul, Cyrax goes undetected by Shao Kahn and remains a possible threat to his occupation of Earth. Cyrax is captured by Sub-Zero and reprogrammed with a new order, destroy Shao Kahn. With Kahn unable to detect the assassin's soulless presence, Cyrax delivers a successful sneak attack. However, after eliminating Kahn and saving Earth, Cyrax awaits new orders from his Lin Kuei headquarters. Those orders never come and Cyrax malfunctions. He ends up stranded in the middle of a vast desert, blindly heading towards his base. Ermac. Created by Shao Kahn, Ermac's body is of unknown origins, while his mind is a collective created from the souls of Outworld warriors. Created by Shao Kahn, Ermac serves the Emperor while his collective decides amongst themselves what his own future will be. Ermac arrives on Earth shortly after Shao Kahn begins his invasions with instructions to locate and eliminate the surviving Earth warriors. However, Ermac fails, retreating to Outworld after Shao Kahn's defeat. Having been hiding since the first Mortal Kombat, neither the Earth... Wow, I can't speak for shit. Neither the Earth nor the Outworld has recognized this elusive ninja. Ermac uses his victory in the tournament to prove his existence, as well as a warning that he will return as an unstoppable force in the 4th Mortal Kombat. An enigma to all who have come into contact with him, Ermac's past remains shrouded in mystery. It is believed that he exists as a life force brought together by the souls of extinguished Outworld warriors. Shao Kahn has managed to take possession of these souls, using them to fight on the side of tyranny. When Kahn finally eliminates his opposition, he finds a new and surprising foe in Ermac. The Outworld souls that gave life to the warrior did not trust their tyrannical leader, who planned to consume the powerful life force of his own power. Even Shao Kahn's power was no match for the overwhelming strength of legions of deceased Outworld warriors. They destroyed their master in a battle that devastated the entire realm. Ermac was left behind to rule it in his own brand of oppression. Fujin. The god of wind, Fujin projected Shinnok's amulet in its hiding place at the Temple of the Elements. Once Shinnok begins his new campaign against the Elder Gods, however, Fujin finds himself fighting in the front lines of the new war. Fujin is one of the elemental guardians of the Temple of Elements. He finds himself confronted by a Lin Kuei warrior, possessing the stolen icons of wind. Fujin battles Sub-Zero, intending to keep Shinnok's amulet safe, but is eventually defeated. After Shinnok forces invade and subjugate Edenia, Netherrealm demons begins their attack on the heavens. Fujin heeds the call of the Elder Gods and joins the defense, but is eventually overwhelmed and plummets back to Earthrealm. Once he is rescued by Earthrealm's warriors and Raiden, Fujin helps explain the dangers Shinnok possesses. The Earth warriors travel to Edenia to face Shinnok, while Raiden and Fujin return to the heavens. After Shinnok is defeated and Raiden becomes an Elder God, Fujin becomes Earthrealm's new protector. Better known as the god of wind, Fujin joins Raiden as one of the last surviving gods of Earth. Their counterparts were defeated in the War of the Heavens between Shinnok forces and the Elder Gods. He now prepares for the final battle between the forces of light and Shinnok's hellspawn warriors of darkness. Fujin stands before the visage of an Elder God and says that now that the forces of light are victorious, he must return to his duties as God of Wind. The Elder God replies that they have a new mission for him. Raiden appears and tells Fujin that he is Raiden's choice to succeed him as Earthrealm's protector god. Fujin accepts the honor, and Raiden reminds him to give Earthrealm's mortals his guidance and wisdom, as they are a great race but prone to self-destruction. Fujin bids Raiden farewell and says he will not fail. The Crown Prince of the Shokan, Goro, was Shang Tsung's chosen champion in the Mortal Kombat tournament. For nearly 500 years, the four-armed half-human dragon dominated the tournament. That all changed with the 10th tournament when he found himself defeated by the Shaolin monk Liu Kang. Goro greets the tournament participants when they arrived at Shang Tsung's island. During the tournament proper, he faces no difficulty with any opponent until he faces off against Liu Kang. He finds that Liu Kang matches the great Kung Lao's skill, and unlike the previous champion, is prepared to fight the Shokan. After a hard-fought battle, Goro is defeated by Liu Kang. In the aftermath of the island's collapse, his whereabouts are unknown. Goro lives, a 2,000-year-old half-human dragon. Goro has remained undefeated for the past 500 years. He won the title of Grand Champion by defeating Kung Lao, a Shaolin fighting monk. It was during this period that the tournament fell into Shang Tsung's hands, and it was corrupted. The animation is still fucking crazy, though. I like that. Originally in Edenian, Jade served Shao Kahn as an assassin alongside Kitana and Mileena. During Outworld's invasion of Earth, Jade finds that her loyalty to her closest friend Kitana is more important than her service to the Emperor. While not taking part of the Outworld tournament itself, Jade watches from the shadows, seeking to protect her Emperor and Kitana from any who would do them harm. She witnesses Kitana murder Mileena and escape the Colosseum, but does not interfere. After the Outworld invasion of Earth begins, Shao Kahn orders Jade to locate and capture Kitana for her hiding place on Earth. Kitana appeals to their friendship and reveals the truth of what happened to their homeland of Edenia. After thwarting Reptile's attempted assassination of Kitana, Jade agrees to help. While Kitana confronts Sindel, Jade distracts Sindel's bodyguard, Shiva. After Edenia's separation from Outworld, Jade agrees to serve under Queen Sindel. While the renegade Princess Kitana made her escape into the unknown regions of Earth, Jade is appointed by Shao Kahn to bring her back alive. Once a close friend of the princess, she is faced with the choice of betraying her friend or disobeying her emperor. Jade makes the decision to assist her longtime friend Kitana. She thwarts an assassination attempt by Reptile against the princess and fends off of their Outworld enemies. This clears a path for Kitana to turn Sindel against the Emperor, Shao Kahn. While with Sindel removed as an enemy, Jade finds herself facing the Emperor in combat. She defeats him, and both Earth and her former homeland of Edenia are transformed to their original states. Jade has earned herself a place alongside the great heroes of Mortal Kombat. Once one of Kano's henchmen in the criminal Black Dragon clan, Jarek finds himself as a lone surviving member in the aftermath of Outworld's invasion on Earth. Pursued by Sonya, Jarek finds a brief reprieve by agreeing to help defeat the fallen Elder God Shinnok. Jarek is one of the Black Dragon thugs that Kano frees from the Special Forces prison. As Jax pursues Kano, the trail leads to an office building where Jarek is handling security. The two battle on the building's helipad, where Jax overpowers and defeats Jarek. As the last member of the Black Dragon, Jarek becomes the target of Sonya's manhunt. Sonya manages to capture Jarek, but is immediately called away by Jax to investigate a fallen meteor. Upon learning of Shinnok's threat, Jarek offers help to defeat the fallen god, knowing Shinnok poses a danger to him too. After Shinnok's defeat, Jarek attempts to escape. He and Sonya fly on the cliffside where she throws him over the edge. Believed to be the last member of Kano's clan, the Black Dragon, Jarek is hunted down by Special Forces agent Sonya Blade for crimes against humanity. With the emergence of a much greater evil, Sonya focuses her strength on the new menace Quan Chi. Jarek now finds himself fighting alongside Sonya and Earth's warriors to help to defeat the evil elder god Shinnok. Jeez, I can't speak for shit. Sonya confronts Jarek on the cliffside, telling him that with Shinnok's defeat, it's time for him to be taken into custody. Jarek scoffs, saying that he agreed to help defeat Shinnok, but never to surrender himself. He declares the Black Dragon lives on, while Sonya retorts that the Black Dragon died with Kano. Jarek charges her in anger. She steps aside, allowing him to fall over the edge. Before she can report to Jax, Jarek pulls himself from the cliff and grabs her leg and throws her over the edge. Jarek then walks away, crushing Sonya's radio under his foot. Jax, best known for his cybernetically augmented arms, Major Jackson Briggs is a dedicated defender of Earth. Major Jackson Briggs first became aware of other worlds when he pursued the Black Dragon criminal Kano into our world. Later, while attempting to rescue his subordinate Sonya Blade, he participated in the Outworld tournament and learned of the true threat the Emperor posed. Best known for his cybernetically augmented arms, Jax is a dedicated defender of Earthrealm. Jax is informed by his mission control Gemini that a breakout has occurred in the Special Forces run prison. Learning that the escapees are Black Dragon and were freed by Kano, Jax pursues and defeats each of Kano's lieutenants, only to learn that Kano has found a hidden ancient city. Passing through a portal to another world, Jax tracks and defeats Kano. Believing Kano dead, Jax returns to Earth. Tracking a signal from Sonya Blade, who has gone missing, Jax instead finds Johnny Cage floating in the middle of the ocean. After interrogating Johnny Cage and hearing his story about the Mortal Kombat tournament, he keeps the actor under surveillance. As a result, he is present when Shang Tsung attacks Cage's film shoot. Once Shang Tsung delivers the challenge of the Outworld tournament, Jax agrees to join the other Earth warriors in hope of locating Sonya. He competes in the tournament, and after Liu Kang defeats Shao Kahn, he manages to free Sonya from her captivity. His real name is Major Jackson Briggs, leader of the top U.S. Special Forces unit. After receiving a distress signal from Lieutenant Sonya Blade, Jax embarks on a rescue mission, which leads him into a ghastly world where he believes that Sonya is still alive. Jax finds Sonya held captive alongside their arch-enemy Kano. Her only chance of escape is by Jax entering Shao Kahn's contest. With fierce determination, he catches the Outworld warriors off guard and wins the tournament, bringing Shao Kahn's rule to a crashing halt. During the chaos that follows, Jax and Sonya escape through the dimensional gate from which they entered. Kano once again eludes capture, but Jax and Sonya know they will cross paths with him in the future. Frustrated by the U.S. government's dismissive response to his warnings about the Outworld threat, Jax prepares by equipping cybernetic augments. After Shao Kahn strips the planet of life, Jax and Sonya rendezvous with the other chosen Earth warriors and make a plan of attack. He fights the extermination squads while Sonya defeats Kano. After Earth is restored, the U.S. government forms the Outworld Investigation Agency, choosing Jax and Sonya to run it. After failing to convince his superiors of the coming Outworld menace, Jax begins to covertly prepare for future battle with Khan's minions. He outfits both arms with indestructible bionic implants. This is a war Jax is prepared to win. The second time Jax battled the forces of Shao Kahn, he comes prepared. Though to be the strongest man on Earth, he has no problem proving it. First by beating Khan's armies and then by defeating the Emperor himself. When the world reverts back to normal, Jax and Sonya starts the Outer World Investigation Agency. Jax runs the exploratory division, which learns to open portals through science rather than magic. It leads the first expedition into a mysterious new realm. Jax gets word that a strange meteor is falling to Earth from another realm, and it sends Sonya to investigate. She reports back that Edenia has been invaded and is being used by a fallen elder god as a staging area for an invasion. Jax prepares to provide backup as Sonya travels to Edenia with the other Earthrealm warriors. Once he arrives, he learns that Shinnok has been defeated and Jarek was killed in the battle with Sonya. While Sonya disappears while tracking the last living member of the Black Dragon, Major Jackson Briggs heads after her. He soon finds that Sonya's mission has led her into a battle with the forces of an evil elder god. This is a battle that they must win, or their own world will crumble at the hands of Shinnok. Sonya confronts Jarek on the cliffside, telling him that with Shinnok's defeat, it's time for him to be taken into custody. Jarek scoffs, saying he agreed to help defeat Shinnok, but never agreed to surrender himself. He declares the Black Dragon lives on, while Sonya retorts that the Black Dragon died with Kano. Jarek charges her in anger, and she steps aside, allowing him to fall over the edge. Before she can report to Jax, Jarek pulled himself up from the cliff, grabs her leg, and throws her over the edge. Jarek then walks away, crushing Sonya's radio under his foot. The next thing Jarek knows, Jax grabs him by the throat and holds him over the edge. Jarek protests that this is brutality. Jax angrily replies that this is a fatality and drops him to his death. Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage! A worldwide sensation with Born John Carlton, the actor known as Johnny Cage became a worldwide sensation with his martial arts skills and movie star looks. Fearing his star power was waning, he hopes to find inspiration with the win from a prestigious yet little-known tournament. No one, especially Cage himself, will realize that he will go from Hollywood actor to heroic defender of the world. Johnny Cage arrived on Shang Tsung's boat, quickly proving his skill even before the tournament started by knocking down Kano with a shadow kick. With the arrival of Goro and Raiden, Cage quickly realizes that the tournament is far more than it seems. Allying with Liu Kang and Sonya Blade, he takes the tournament seriously while mentally taking notes for her use of his movies. After Liu Kang defeats Shang Tsung, he fails to escape the collapsing island and finds himself stranded in the middle of the ocean. A martial arts superstar trained by great masters from around the world, Cage uses his talents on the big screen. He is the current box office champ and star of movies such as Dragon Fist and Dragon Fist 2, as well as the award-winning Sudden Violence. Though the battles and life and death situations faced during the tournament, Johnny Cage learns that the true importance of the fighting skills. He also realizes the full potential of the tournament. He returns to Hollywood after defending his new title as Grand Champion. Cage goes on to film Mortal Kombat the movie and its many successful sequels. Johnny is rescued from the middle of the ocean by Jax, Sonya's commanding officer. Upon his release, he returns to Hollywood to continue his career, only to have a filming session interrupted by an attack by Shang Tsung and his accomplices. Witnessing Shang Tsung's challenge to Liu Kang, he agrees to fight in the Outworld tournament. After Liu Kang defeats Shao Kahn, he returns home with more ideas for future films. After Shang Tsung's tournament, the martial arts superstar disappears. He follows Liu Kang into the Outworld. There he will compete in a twisted tournament which holds the balances of Earth's existence, as well as a script for another blockbuster movie. After disappearing from the set of his latest movie, Cage finally resurfaces. He used all of his knowledge and experiences as a fighter to end the Outworld menace. Now heralded as a true hero, Cage receives the respect he rightfully deserves. He also gives his inspiration for the sequel to his blockbuster movie Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 2 is released and quickly becomes the greatest motion picture event of all time. Cage realizes that MK3 is inevitable. Johnny is one of the souls spared when Shao Kahn claims every soul on Earth, but is slain by an outworld extermination squad. Unable to move on due to Shao Kahn's magic, Johnny's soul temporarily returns to his body so that he can aid his friends in saving Earthrealm. Upon Liu Kang's victory over Shao Kahn, Johnny's soul moves on to the beyond. Killed in a battle with an outworld extermination squad, aka Motaro, Johnny Cage's life came to a tragic end. But the celluloid superstar managed to cheat death when his path to the afterlife is blocked by the merger of Earth and the Outworld. His soul takes possession of its body once again and enables Cage to rejoin his friends in battle for Earth's survival. With his nearly deceased soul restored, Johnny Cage finds himself fighting alongside his friends once again. This time he seeks revenge against the extermination squad that took his life. But during that battle, Cage learns that if they win against Khan, his soul will again be deceased when Earth reverts back to normal. Knowing this, the movie star embarks on a one-way mission to destroy Shao Kahn. His determination fuels his fellow warriors as they embark on one final onslaught against the evil Emperor. The Earth warriors emerge victorious, and when the realms reverts to their normal state, Cage bids farewell to his comrades as his soul leaves to a higher place. So he was dead in Mortal Kombat 3, by the way. Johnny Cage's soul rested in the heavens until he saw the Netherrealm's invasion of Edenia and Shinnok's subsequent attack against the Elder Gods. Unwilling to stand by and watch, he asks Raiden to restore him to life so that he can fight back. He reunites with his friends to confront Shinnok, aiding Liu Kang in his final assault against the fallen Elder God. He decides to stay in the land of the living afterwards, where he continues to train and make more movies. After Shao Kahn's defeat, Cage's soul is free to leave to a higher place. From the heavens, he observes that his friends once again engaged in battle. When he learns of the war raged against the Elder Gods by Shinnok, Cage seeks out Raiden to help him restore his deceased soul and join Liu Kang in this quest. Once again, Johnny Cage finds himself fighting alongside Earth's warriors. Johnny accepts an award for his latest movie. Thanking all of his fans, a bit of his old arrogance seeps through, and he asks when he was going to get some real competition. The audience responds with boos and jeers, with some throwing tomatoes and other items at him. So by Mortal Kombat 4, he came back down and was alive again, but he actually stood alive after that. It's crazy work. Cabal. Little is known about the warrior known as Cabal before Shao Kahn's invasion of Earth. Wearing a mask and respirator due to injuries caused by an extermination squad, aka Kintaro. I'm sorry. Mortal Kombat 9. Cabal is later discovered to be a former member of the Black Dragon. As one of Raiden's chosen warriors, Cabal fights against Shao Kahn, if only temporarily. After the Earth is scoured of human life by Shao Kahn, Cabal is grievously injured by an extermination squad. He provides Kano's location to Jax and Sonya, then assists Stryker in protecting Nightwolf while the shaman disperses the tornado of souls. I can't even fucking speak. Once Shao Kahn is defeated and the realms separate, Cabal disappears back into the shadows. As a chosen warrior, his identity is a mystery to all. It is believed that he is the survivor of an attack by Shao Kahn's extermination squads. As a result, he is viciously scarred and kept alive only by artificial respirators and a rage for ending Shao Kahn's conquest. After returning from near death, Cabal swears revenge against his attackers. He fights alongside the other Earth warriors while he defeats Motaro and the mighty Shao Kahn. He proves that he is truly the chosen one. Before the invasion, Cabal lived a life of crime. He was once a member of the Black Dragon along with Kano. Now Cabal devotes his life to fighting injustice. He will give crime's inner circles new reason to fear. Kai. Kai, like Liu Kang and Kung Lao, is a former member of the White Lotus Society. After the defeat of Shao Kahn, Kai meets up with his friend and ally, Liu Kang, to learn and train as a Shaolin warrior. Upon learning of the war raged by Shinnok, Kai joins Liu Kang and his allies to battle the fallen Elder God. Kai is training with Liu Kang when they both observe a possible meteor landing near them. They investigate to find Fujin being attacked by Netherrealm demons, which they help repel. Raiden arrives to explain that the Edenia has been invaded by Shinnok and it is being used to attack the Elder Gods. Kai joins the other Earthrealm warriors in Edenia to fight Shinnok. After Shinnok's defeat, Kai decides to travel to Earth, and Raiden gives him the Thunder Staff in gratitude. A former member of the White Lotus Society, Kai learned his skills from the Grandmasters through Asia. He journeyed to the Far East after meeting his friend and ally Liu Kang in America. Now they reunite to assist Raiden in his battle with Shinnok. Kai is standing on the side of the cliff when Raiden appears before him, stating that he has become a true Shaolin warrior. Kai thanks Raiden, but he says he has no interest in becoming a Shaolin warrior anymore due to having too many of his own problems. Raiden asks Kai what he will do next, and Kai answers non-committedly. Raiden offers Kai his Thunder Staff, stating that it will help him on his path, including possibly unlocking immortality. Kai thanks Raiden for the gift and swears he would not fail the Thunder God. Kano, thief, scoundrel, loot, murderer. The Australian crime lord known only as Kano will slice his own mother's throat or betray his homeland for the right price. As leader of the Black Dragon, he earned the personal enmity of Sonya Blade and became involved in the tournament out of pure greed. Kano arrives at the tournament via Shang Tsung's boat, intending to pillage the island with his Black Dragon clan once he wins the tournament. He finds that Sonya Blade and her team followed him and were captured by Shang Tsung's palace guards. In the tournament, Kano loses to Sonya. Once Liu Kang defeats Shang Tsung, the sorcerer retreats to Outworld, taking Kano and Sonya as his prisoners. A mercenary thug, extortionist, and thief, Kano lives a life of crime and injustice. He is a devoted member of the Black Dragon, a dangerous group of cutthroat madmen feared and respected throughout of all crime's inner circles. With the defeat of Gorosh and Shang Tsung, Kano will bring his own brand of treachery to the tournament. His Black Dragon organization forms a monopoly over the contest that brings shame and torment to all those involved. The reign will end in anarchy and death. It will result in the final dismantling of the tournament and the Battle of the Sands. Taken prisoner by Shang Tsung after the tournament, Kano finds himself chained in Shao Kahn's Coliseum as a trophy alongside with his nemesis Sonya Blade. Upon Shao Kahn's defeat, Kano manages to free himself and escape both Sonya and Jax Briggs. Kano approaches Shao Kahn and makes an offer. He would train Outworld soldier to use Earthrealm weapons in exchange for his soul being spared. Shao Kahn accepts, and in the aftermath of the scouring of Earth's population, Kano provides weapons to Shao's extermination squad. Later, Sonya Blade confronts him in the building he used for his headquarters. Their battle ends with Sonya throwing him off a balcony. He is found by Shiva, who takes him back to Outworld as the realms separate. Kano is thought to have been killed in the first tournament. Instead, he's found alive in the Outworld, where he once again escapes capture by Sonya. Before the actual Outworld invasion, Kano convinces Shao Kahn to spare his soul. Kahn needs someone to teach his warriors how to use Earth's weapons. Kano is the man to do it. When Shao Kahn lets Kano live, he fails to realize the resourcefulness of the scheming human. Kano lures Khan's army away on a false mission, then nukes them using a stolen weapon. He fights the remaining warriors and finally defeats Khan himself. Kano's true intention is to take over the souls which Khan once possessed. but Kano was unable to control the spirits as they escaped and attacked him. Rumored to have suffered a violent death, Kano was ignorant of the fact that he saved the world he tried to conquer. King Taro. That is an ugly motherfucker. A peasant warrior from Outworld's race of Shokan, Kintaro became known for his brutal fighting skills and in many victories in battle. Upon Goro's defeat and disappearance at the Mortal Kombat tournament, Kintaro is hand-selected by Goro's father, King Gorbak, to compete in the Outworld tournament and reclaim the honor of the Shokan people. Upon Shao Kahn's agreement with Shang Tsung's plan for an Outworld tournament, King Gorbak of the Shokan asked that Kintaro compete in the place of the missing Goro. Kintaro accompanied Shang Tsung during the attack of Johnny Cage, fighting the just arrived Jax. Later, Kintaro fights in the Outworld tournament only to be defeated by Liu Kang. Kitana. For millennia, Kitana has served her adoptive father, Shao Kahn, alongside her sister, Mileena, as his top assassin. In reality, she was the daughter of Edenia's rulers, claimed by Shao Kahn after he conquered that realm and killed her parents. In addition, her sister was in fact a clone created by Shang Tsung. Once she learned of her true origins, she turned against the Emperor and now fights to free both Edenia and Earth from Shao Kahn's evil. Kitana assists Shang Tsung in attacking Johnny Cage's film set, retreating once Shang delivered his challenge to the gathered Outworld warriors. During the Outworld tournament, a discussion with an Earthrealm warrior causes her already present doubts to turn into full-blown rebellion. Once Shao Kahn is defeated by Liu Kang, she confronts and kills her clone Mileena, then escapes. Oh shit, excuse me. That show was coming up too. Her beauty hides her true role as personal assassin for Shao Kahn. Seen talking to an Earthrealm warrior, her motives have come under suspicion by her twin sister Mileena, but only Kitana knows her own true intentions. Through her years of working as an assassin, Kitana has learned many secrets, especially about her own past. She finds that Mileena is not her twin, but a grotesque clone created by Shang Tsung. She learns that her parents were former rulers of the Outworld, overthrown by Shao Kahn. Determined to take back what is rightfully hers, she must defeat Khan herself. She does so by entering the tournament. She reclaims her parents' castle and restores the Outworld back into a realm of nobility. During the Outworld invasion, Kitana meets up with her Earth's allies. Anyway, my fault. During the Outworld invasion, Kitana meets up with her Earth's allies in order to aid them in freeing their realm. Upon learning about her mother's rebirth, she sent off to confront her mother and free her from Shao Kahn's influence. Along the way, she is intercepted by Jade and Reptile. Kitana reminds Jade of her Edenian heritage, and the two successfully defeat Reptile. Kitana confronts her mother, breaking the corruption on her soul. Upon Edenia's separation from the world, Kitana and Sindel return to their home to rebuild. Kitana is accused of treason by the high courts of the Outworld after murdering her twin sister Mileena. Shao Kahn appoints a group of warriors specifically to catch his daughter and bring her back alive. But Kitana must find a way to reach the newly crowned Queen Sindel first and warn her of their true past. Kitana evades the evil clutches of Shao Kahn and escapes into the unknown regions of Earth. She survives an assassination attempt by the vile creature Reptile and allies herself with the one-time comrade, Jade. Together with the help of Earth's warriors, Kitana reaches Sindel and turns the queen against her emperor. With Shao Kahn defeated, the Earth is changed back to its original state as is Kitana's realm of Edenia. Kitana evades the evil clutches of Shao Kahn and escapes into the unknown regions of Earth. She survives an assassination attempt by the vile creature Reptile and allies herself with a one-time comrade, Jade. Together with the Earth's warriors, she will be forever in debt to her friends as she rules the new realm at Edenia at Queen Sindel's side. Alright. Kung Lao. Kung Lao is the last known descendant of the great Kung Lao, the Shaolin monk who first defeated Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat tournament but was ultimately slain by Goro. Armed with his distinctive razor-brimmed hat, he fights to protect Earth alongside his fellow Shaolin monk and White Lotus Society member, Liu Kang. After the Outworld attack on the Shaolin temples, Kung Lao meets with Liu Kang to offer his support. They interrupt Shang Tsung's attack on Johnny Cage's film set, and Kung Lao joins the other Earth Warriors for an Outworld tournament. He survives and is present when Liu Kang defeats Shao Kahn, saving the realm. A former Shaolin monk and member of the White Lotus Society, he is the last descendant of the great Kung Lao who was defeated by Goro 500 years ago. Realizing the danger of the Outworld menace, he joins Liu Kang in entering Shao Kahn's contest. A former Shaolin monk alongside Liu Kang, Kung Lao also grieves the loss of their Shaolin brothers. He realizes that his ultimate fate lies within the dark realm of the Outworld. He defeats his Outworld opponents until he emerges the Supreme Champion. With his greatest strength and spirit in complete alignment, he finally avenges the death of his great ancestor, although his greatest challenges lie ahead. Kung Lao trains a new generation of Shaolin alongside Liu Kang, only to be caught off guard when Shao Kahn begins his invasion and strips the planet of life. Kung Lao joins Liu Kang in attacking the Emperor's base of operations. The monk is gravely injured, but survives. Kung Lao's plan to reform the White Lotus Society comes to a halt when Shao Kahn's invasion takes the Earth by storm. As a chosen warrior, Lao must use his greatest fighting skills to bring down Shao Kahn's reign of terror. When Khan invades Earth, Kung Lao must scrap his plans of reuniting the White Lotus Society. He instead must focus on the new tournament. He seeks Liu Kang and together they battle Khan forces fearlessly. Using the knowledge he attained as a Shaolin monk, he fights in the name of his great ancestor, the original Kung Lao. He emerges victorious but suffers from injuries during his battle with Khan. Believed to have passed away, Kung Lao joins his ancestor in a new life. So he died here. It makes sense. The man of the hour, Liu Kang, a devout Shaolin monk and former member of the White Lotus Society. Liu Kang's humble nature belies an unmatched skill in the martial arts. Having entered the Mortal Kombat tournament to protect Earth and to bring honor to the Shaolin, Liu Kang becomes Earthrealm's greatest champion. After gaining permission to enter the tournament from the elders at the Wuxi Academy, Liu Kang travels to the tournament aboard Shang Tsung's boat, befriending Johnny Cage. At the tournament, Liu Kang makes short work of his opponents, earning the right to face Goro, the champion himself. Having prepared for Goro, he defeats the Shokan in a brutal fight. Liu Kang then defeats Shang Tsung, winning the tournament. Shang Tsung tries to destroy the island in spite, but Raiden creates an escape portal for Liu Kang and his new allies. Once a member of the super-secret White Lotus Society, Liu Kang left the organization in order to represent Shaolin temples in the tournament. Kang is strong in his beliefs and despises Shang Tsung. After defeating Mighty Goro and putting an end to Shang Tsung's rule over the tournament, Kang is able to return the contest into its rightful host, the Shaolin Temples. Kang's heroics will be always remembered. He will continue the traditions of the Shaolin Temples and restore the true pride and respect of this once great tournament. Liu Kang returns home to the Shaolin Temples only to find his fellow monks massacred by Outworld forces. Liu Kang will later be confronted by Shang Tsung, who challenges him and those of Earthrealm to a final all-or-nothing tournament in Outworld. Yeah, no wonder why the fucking game was hard. He accepts alongside with his comrades and travels to Outworld to compete. He earns Katana's trust in the tournament by sparing her life and eventually defeats Shao Kahn himself, saving Earth once again. After winning the Shaolin tournament from Shang Tsung's clutches, Kang returns to his temples. He discovers his sacred home in ruins, his Shaolin brothers killed in a vicious battle with a horde of Outworld warriors. Now he travels into the Dark Realm to seek revenge. With the Shaolin Temple in ruins, Liu Kang journeys into the Outworld, enters Shao Kahn's tournament, and unleashes a fury that does not end until the defeat of Shao Kahn. Liu Kang then returns to the seclusion of his Shaolin Temple. He pays his respects to his lost brothers and finally realizes that the events which have taken place were all fulfillment of his destiny. Liu Kang finds his soul spared when Shao Kahn opens his portal and scours the planet for all human life. Responding to a vision from Raiden, he meets with his fellow Earthrealm warriors and comes up with a plan to confront and defeat Shao Kahn. While others deal with the tornado of souls and an extermination squads, Liu Kang confronts Shao Kahn after defeating Motaro. In the ensuing battle, Liu Kang decisively defeats Shao Kahn and forces the Emperor to retreat back to Outworld. After the Outworld invasion, Liu Kang finds himself the prime target of Kahn's extermination squads. He is the Shaolin champion and has thwarted Kahn's scheme in the past. Of all the humans, Kang poses the greatest threat to Shao Kahn's rule. After thwarting Shao Kahn in the past, Liu Kang finds himself the main target of Kahn's extermination squads. But Kang is the reigning Mortal Kombat champion and proves it by easily defeating Kahn's minions. But it is the apparent death of his friend Kung Lao that enrages Kang and enables him to find the strength to defeat Shao Kahn. Before the portal closes, Liu Kang is greeted by Princess Kitana and thanked for saving Earth and Outworld. While training with Kai, another former member of the White Lotus Society, Liu Kang sees a meteor land nearby. They investigate only to find a prone Fujin surrounded by demons. Joined by Raiden, Johnny Cage, Sonya, and Sub-Zero, they defeat the demons and learn of Shinnok's war against the Elder Gods. Liu Kang and his fellow warriors travel to Edenia to free it from Shinnok. With Raiden's assistance, Liu Kang defeats Shinnok and banishes him back to the Netherrealm. Still the immortal champion of Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang finds himself venturing into the realm of Edenia to rescue the Princess Kitana from the vile clutches of Quan Chi. Unsuccessful in his mission, Liu returns to Earth and mounts an effort to bring together Earth's greatest warriors. He does it this time not only to free Kitana's home, but to also assist his mentor and Earth's protector, Raiden. Liu Kang despairs as he believes that while he defeated Shinnok and saved Earth, he was unable to save Edenia. A portal appears and Kitana steps through, telling him that his defeat of Shinnok freed her world. In gratitude, Kitana offers him her hand in marriage to rule Edenia by her side. Saddened, Liu Kang declines, unable to set aside his duty as Earth's champion. Kitana wishes him well and departs. Yeah, man, you could have been married, bruh. Fucking idiot. Meat is a secret character in Mortal Kombat 4. To play as Meat, win as every character in group mode. Though to be Kitana's twin sister, Mileena is in fact a clone of the princess created by Shang Tsung using a blend of Kitana's blood and Tarkatan essence. Forced to hide her Tarkatan visage behind the mask, Melina's loyalty to her father is only matched by animalistic rage and her jealousy of Kitana. Melina joins Kitana in attacking Johnny Cage's film shoot, savagely killing one of Jax's soldiers in the process. She takes part in the Outworld tournament and witnesses Kitana speaking to Liu Kang and Raiden. After Shao Kahn's defeat at Liu Kang's hands, Melina confronts Kitana as the princess attempts to escape, but is killed by Kitana and her bleeding fans. Serving as an assassin alongside her twin sister Kitana, Melina's dazzling appearance conceals her hideous intentions. At Shao Kahn's request, she is asked to watch for her twin's suspected dissension. She must put a stop to it at any cost. Once thought to be Kitana's twin sister, Melina is actually a grotesque clone created by Shang Tsung. With Shao Kahn suspicious of Kitana's motives, Melina seizes the opportunity to attack Khan and his minions. Caught off guard, they are no match for Melina's speed. She wins the tournament, and together with her secret companion Baraka, they will rule the world as king and queen. After Melina's death, she finds herself brought before Shinnok in the Netherrealm. Shinnok knows Shao Kahn's intention to resurrect her and demands she spy upon and later assassinate her father, so that both Outworld and Earth may be claimed by the Dark God. Terrified of Shinnok, she does as he asks upon her resurrection. However, once Liu Kang defeats Shao Kahn and the realms are separated, she flees to Edenia to escape both her father and the fallen Elder God. Winning the third tournament enables Melina to reclaim her role as the Outworld Queen. With the help of Baraka, she then takes both Sindel and Kitana hostage. Together they threaten Shao Kahn with their lives unless he lures the Earth-born warriors into a fourth Mortal Kombat, where Baraka can regain his title as the ultimate Mortal Kombat champion. Murdered by her twin sister Kitana, Melina finds herself back to life by Shao Kahn herself. Her skills as a vicious fighter will be needed to defeat Earth's chosen warriors. Her ability to read the thoughts of her twin sister will enable Khan to stay one step ahead of them. While Melina is murdered, she finds her soul is reborn in an evil place called the Netherrealm. Here she accepts the servitude to an almighty god known as Shinnok. It is Shinnok who allows her soul to be reborn in the Outworld. Her loyalty to Shao Kahn is replaced by her fear of Shinnok. Melina plots to overthrow her own father. The ability to read Kitana's mind and predicts the Earth warrior's motives enables Melina to set up her father's downfall. While Khan is weakened by the onslaught of attacks, Melina takes the opportunity to destroy her father and allows Shinnok to step forward and take both the realms for his own sinister purposes. A member of the... Golly, bro, you ugly motherfucker. A member of Outworld's Centaurian race, Motaro was chosen by Shao Kahn to lead the extermination squad sent to terminate Earth's warriors. Centaurians are the rivals of the Shokan, whose warriors have suffered humiliating defeats in the last two tournaments. After Shao Kahn strips of Earth of human life, Motaro leads extermination squads to eliminate warriors Raiden managed to protect. After his squad executes Johnny Cage, aka Motaro killed Johnny Cage, Motaro confronts Liu Kang in Shao Kahn's fortress but is defeated and retreats back to Outworld. Motaro wins. That's dope. Oh, whoops. Anyway, Nightwolf. Nightwolf is the shaman and guardian of his Native American tribe. Upon Shao Kahn's invasion of Earth, Nightwolf protects his tribal lands and soon becomes one of Earth's chosen warriors. With Shao Kahn begins collecting Earth's souls, Nightwolf protects his territory with his shamanistic magic. Raiden directs the other protected Earth's warriors to Nightwolf's tribal lands as a rendezvous point. Once assembled, the Earth's champions plan their attack on Shao Kahn. After Shao Kahn's defeat, Nightwolf returns to his tribal lands. Works as a historian and preserver of his people's culture. When Khan's portal opens over North America, Nightwolf uses the magic of his shamans to protect his tribe's sacred land. This area becomes a vital threat to Khan's occupation of Earth. Nightwolf helps other Earth warriors escape to his sacred land. Once there, they regroup and form a plan against Shao Kahn's invasion. Nightwolf has trained hard for this battle. Finally, he faces Shao Kahn and emerges victorious. When the Earth returns to its normal state, Nightwolf peacefully regains the land his Native American people lost over so many years. They establish their own proud nation and soon become the great leaders of Earth. We'll use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. My bad. Sub-Zero, Noob Saibot, aka B Han, people. B fucking Han. A loyal member of the Lin Kuei with the power to control ice and cold, Sub-Zero took actions that led to the massacre of the Shirai Ryu ninja clan, including Scorpion. He fought in the Mortal Kombat tournament only to be killed by Scorpion in revenge. He would later be resurrected as a Wraith Noob Saibot to serve in another realm. Sub-Zero is hired to steal the map of the elements from the Wuxi Academy, murdering his rival Scorpion in the process. He is then tasked with retrieving Shinnok's amulet from the Temple of Elements. After handing the amulet over to Quan Chi, he is confronted by Raiden, who explains that the amulet is the key to Shinnok's return and the death of all life in the realms. Sub-Zero then journeys to the Netherrealm, defeats Quan Chi, and steals the amulet back from Shinnok. Hired by Shang Tsung to compete in the Mortal Kombat tournament, Sub-Zero also takes a separate commission to assassinate the sorcerer. During the journey to the tournament, he is confronted by Scorpion, the man he previously murdered. The conflict between the two ends at the tournament where Scorpion defeats and kills Sub-Zero. I sneeze. The actual name or identity of this warrior is unknown. However, based on the there we go. However, based on the markings of his uniform, it is believed that he belongs to the Lin Kuei, a legendary clan of Chinese ninja. You need a drink. Hold on. Am I good? Alright. After receiving the title of Grand Champion, Sub-Zero disappears back into the shadows from which he came. His only goal in the tournament was the assassination of Shang Tsung. He was paid by a large sum of money by one of Shang Tsung's wealthy enemies. With his mission accomplished, Sub-Zero will collect his fortune and retire from his dangerous profession. I mean, that's all he thought. On his death, Sub-Zero's soul descended into the Netherrealm. Not wanting to waste such a skilled warrior, but wary of raising the ire of Scorpion, Quan Chi decided to give the former Lin Kuei a new identity. The newly named Noob Saibot's first task was to observe the Outworld tournament from a distance. Once Outworld begins its invasion of Earth, Noob Saibot was sent to observe. After a time, he received instructions to offer his aid to Shao Kahn in eliminating Raiden's chosen warriors. Upon Liu Kang's defeat of Shao Kahn, Noob Saibot retreated back to the Netherrealm. Noob Saibot emerges from the darkest region of reality, a region known as the Netherrealm. He belongs to a group called the Brothers of the Shadow and worships a mysterious and evil fallen elder god. His mission is to spy on the events taking place in the battle between the realms and report back to his enigmatic leaders. At first a passive observer, Noob Saibot will soon receive orders to side with the evil Emperor Shao Kahn. Saibot's leaders in the Netherrealm want him to join Khan's battle to gain his trust and to gain entrance to Earthrealm. When Khan dropped his guard, Noob Saibot is ordered to attack. With both of the Earthrealm and Emperor of Outworld defeated, the fallen Elder God known as Shinnok can take both realms and gain the power he needs to strike back at the Elder Gods who banished him into the Netherrealm. Having been killed in the first tournament, Sub-Zero somehow seems to have emerged to win the third tournament. However, upon removing his mask, both the Outworld and Earthborn warriors are shocked to discover the true identity of this warrior. A warrior who has long been missing from a previous Mortal Kombat, and one who will return in the fourth tournament. Quan Chi. It is believed that the sorcerer was originally a free-roaming sorcerer who aided the fallen Elder God Shinnok in exchange for power and knowledge. As befitting the right hand of the Netherrealm's ruler, he is duplicitous and scheming, turning enemies into allies, all in the name of freeing Shinnok from his imprisonment. Quan Chi hires both Scorpion and Sub-Zero to steal the map of elements. When Sub-Zero succeeds, the sorcerer reveals he slaughtered Scorpion's clan, the Shirai Ryu, as payment. Quan Chi then sends Sub-Zero to steal an artifact from the Temple of Elements. Once Sub-Zero acquires the item, Quan Chi reveals it to be Shinnok's amulet and gloats about his master's return before leaving for the Netherrealm. He soon learns that Sub-Zero pursued him to retrieve the amulet. The two battle only for Quan Chi to be betrayed and knocked out by Serena. So that's what happened, basically. So whoever died between Sub-Zero and Scorpion, one of their clans was going to get killed by Quan Chi. And I believe that that's the case. That's pretty crazy to me. After retrieving Shinnok's amulet, Quan Chi has second thoughts about giving it to his master. He chooses instead to deliver him a fake. With Tanya's assistance, Quan Chi arrives in Edenia posing as a refugee. opening a portal for Shinnok and his forces to enter and conquer the realm. Learning of the Earthrealm warrior's arrival, Quan Chi recruits Scorpion to protect him from Sub-Zero, arriving at their confrontation to find that Sub-Zero has turned Scorpion against him. Quan Chi reveals his role in killing Scorpion's family, to at which some point, Scorpion grabs Quan Chi and drags the sorcerer back with him to the Netherrealm. A free Roman sorcerer powerful in the black arts, Quan Chi uses his abilities to free the now elder god Shinnok from his confines in the Netherrealm. In exchange for his services, Shinnok has granted Quan Chi the position of Arch Sorcerer of his now expanded Netherrealm. Shinnok tells Quan Chi that as a payment for his services, he will be granted the right to exist, as he will devour every other life force in existence. Insulted, Quan Chi retorts that if it wasn't for him, Shinnok would be just another prisoner in another realm. Shinnok rages that Quan Chi dares question him, to which Quan Chi replies he is challenging the god. Shinnok attempts to kill Quan Chi, but to no effect. Quan Chi then reveals the amulet he gave Shinnok was a fake, and that he kept the real amulet. He then uses Shinnok's own amulet to destroy the fallen elder god. Cold. The protector god of Earthrealm, Raiden, has earned the rancor of both the fallen elder god Shinnok and the outworld emperor Shao Kahn. Normally bound to not excuse me, I knew I had to burp again. Normally bound not to interfere in the Mortal Kombat tournament, Raiden takes part at Shang Tsung's invitation and becomes a mentor to Liu Kang as his chosen champion of Earthrealm. Upon learning that Shinnok's amulet has been stolen from the Temple of Elements, Raiden confronts Sub-Zero and explains that if Shinnok were to return, all of creation would be in peril. He creates a portal to allow Sub-Zero to travel to the Netherrealm and retrieve the amulet. Upon his return, Sub-Zero asks Raiden if his soul is truly tainted by evil. Raiden says it is, but tells Sub-Zero that only the ninja himself can change that. Shang Tsung invites Raiden to compete in the tournament. Angered by his sorcerer's arrogance, he agrees. As Raiden competes in the tournament, he notes Liu Kang's skill and mentors him. After Liu Kang defeats Shang Tsung and the island collapses, Raiden creates a portal so that the others escape. The name Raiden is actually that of a deity known as the Thunder God. It is rumored he receives a personal invitation by Shang Tsung himself and took the form of a human to compete in the tournament. Raiden's victory comes as no surprise to him. He was never impressed by Shang Tsung's inferior sorcery, Goro's brute force, or the challenge of the other contestants. He quickly becomes bored with his mortal competition and soon invites other gods to participate in the contest. The ensuing battle rages on for years, and the wars result in our world's final destruction. Have a nice day. That's crazy. After Shang Tsung challenges Liu Kang to a final winner-takes-all tournament, Raiden cautions Liu Kang and his fellow warriors that the Elder Gods would not look favorably upon a refusal. Once the mortals agree to compete, Raiden transports all of them to Outworld. Upon Shao Kahn's defeat at Liu Kang's hands, Raiden opens a portal back to Earthrealm, allowing the victorious comrades to return home. Watching events unfold from high above, the Thunder God realizes the grim intentions of Shao Kahn. After warning the remaining members of the Shaolin tournament, Raiden soon disappears. He is believed to have ventured into the Outworld alone. Familiar with Shang Tsung's lies and Shao Kahn's brutality, Raiden accepts their challenge to compete in the Outworld tournament. He is well aware of their scheme to unbalance the Furies and invade the Earth realms. Raiden vows to use all his might to end their treachery. Winning the tournament, Raiden destroys Shao Kahn and all his minions. He also destroys the dimensional gates, which would have been their passageway to Earthrealm. So in other words, he destroyed the fucking portal to go back home. It's fucking crazy. He's been evil this whole time, folks. While he keeps vigil waiting for Shao Kahn's next move, Raiden is caught by surprise when Shao Kahn opens the portal to Earth under the auspices of reclaiming his queen. As Shao Kahn strips the planet of human life, Raiden uses his power to protect his chosen warriors so that they can fight against the Emperor. Once Raiden appears to every warrior to direct them to join forces, he finds he can no longer interfere due to Shao Kahn's intent to merge the realms. As Earth's sworn protector, Raiden finds himself banished in the merger between Earth and Outworld. The Thunder God transforms himself into a mortal warrior in order to exist once again on Earth, and fights on the side of his human comrades, this time risking his place in the pantheon of gods and giving up his own immortality. While Outworld and Earth merge, Raiden finds himself battling Shao Kahn without the assistance of the Elder Gods. The Thunder God must transform into a mortal in order to exist in the combined realms. When he does this, he puts his own immortality at risk, but Raiden has always found ways of fouling Khan's plots. He guides the chosen Earth warriors into a battle against the Outworld's Emperor's armies, then finally faces Shao Kahn himself. The powerful beings fight until the very core of the Earth is shaken, and Raiden emerges victorious. After Shinnok invades Edenia and begins his attack on the Elder Gods, Raiden returns to Earthrealm to assist his fellow god Fujin and gather Earthrealm's warriors, including bringing Johnny Cage back to life. He and Fujin depart for the heavens to take on Shinnok's invasion force, sending the Earthrealm warriors to free Edenia. Once Shinnok is banished back to the Netherrealm, Raiden is offered a place among the Elder Gods. He accepts, naming Fujin as his successor. The God of Thunder returns to Earth after the defeat of Shao Kahn, but finds a new threat when Shinnok forces, led by Quan Chi, attack the Elder Gods. With the heavens in disarray, Raiden exists as one of the last gods on Earth. He must come to the aid of his elders and put an end to the villainous reign of his ancient enemy. Rising back to the heavens, Raiden finds himself before the Elder Gods. Noting his ages of service protecting Earthrealm from evil, they offer him a place among the Elder Gods and tell him he must pick his successor as Earthrealm's protector. Raiden tells the Elder Gods his choice is Fujin. The Edenian entitled and haughty. That's weird. The Edenian known as Rain. Wait, hold on. The Edenian known as Purple Rain. Purple Rain serves Shao Kahn as one of his finest warriors. With fighting ability matched only by his arrogance, he has replaced his Edenian heritage with loyalty to Outworld's Emperor. Rain is one of the warriors Shao Kahn sends to Earth after he scours the planet of human life. Rain's mission is to stop the chosen Earth warriors at any cost. Born in Kitana's former world of Edenia, Rain was smuggled away from the realm as a small child shortly after Shao Kahn's takeover. Thousands of years later, he resurfaced, his allegiance belonging to Khan. He chose to betray his homeland rather than suffer at the hands of Khan's extermination squad. Rain fights valiantly for the Emperor Shao Kahn, but it would be Khan's own stepdaughter, the Princess Kitana, who turns Rain against him. Like Kitana, Rain's origins also come from their former realm of Edenia. Sorry. He learns that his father was once a general in Edenia's army and died at the hands of Shao Kahn himself. Enraged at the truth of his history, he joins Kitana in aligning with the Earthrealm warriors. But his allegiance comes under question to where he mysteriously disappears during an extermination squad attack. To prove his loyalty, he embarked on the suicide mission to destroy Shao Kahn and end the menace once and for all. Reiko was a loyal general to Shao Kahn, but now serves Shinnok in the Netherrealm's invasion of Edenia and his master's war against the Elder Gods. Once Quan Chi opens the portal between the Netherrealm and Edenia, Reiko enters the realm alongside his master Shinnok. From Edenia, he coordinates the attacks of the demonic forces of the heavens. Eventually, he is defeated in battle by Liu Kang and his fellow Earthrealm warriors. Once a general in Shinnok's armies, Reiko led the forces of darkness into the battle against the Elder Gods. Once thought killed during that onslaught, he resurfaces, then joins the battle against Earth's forces. A mysterious portal opens before Reiko and he walks silently through it. That's crazy. Reptile is the last of the race of humanoid lizards whose realm was merged into Outworld untold millennia ago. He keeps to the shadows, acting as a personal bodyguard to Shang Tsung. His true name known only to himself, he serves Shao Kahn in the vain hope that the Emperor will restore his people. During the Mortal Kombat tournament, rumors persist of a green-clad ninja randomly appearing to taunt the competitors with cryptic phrases. In reality, this is Reptile, who remains hidden as Shang Tsung's secret bodyguard and does not compete in the tournament proper. Once again, acting as Shang Tsung's personal guard, Reptile makes his presence known by protecting the sorcerer during his attack on Johnny Cage. Once the Outworld tournament begins, Reptile takes a more active role and competes, only to be defeated. As Shang Tsung's personal protector, the elusive Reptile lurks in the shadows, stopping all those who would do his master harm. His human form is to disguise a horrid reptilian creature whose race was thought extinct millions of years ago. Reptile has always loyally served as Shang Tsung's protector. While maintaining a very low profile in the first tournament, he discovers Shang Tsung's plot to force the remaining members of his near-extinct race into slavery under Shao Kahn's rule. Reptile then devises a plan of his own. He enters the Outworld tournament, defeats Shao Kahn, and then turns against Shang Tsung, ending his master's scheme. Now his race can live on in their own peaceful existence. Shao Kahn assigns Reptile to assist Jade in the capture of Princess Kitana. However, unlike Jade, Reptile is instructed to kill Kitana if necessary. Reptile manages to confront Kitana, but not before Kitana convinces Jade to join her in the fight against the Emperor. Reptile is ultimately defeated by the pair and taken prisoner. Always a reliable servant to Shao Kahn, Reptile is chosen to assist Jade in the capture of Kitana. In contrast to Jade's instructions, Reptile is ordered to stop the renegade princess at all costs, even if it means her death. Reptile is ordered by Shao Kahn to find and kill Kitana. He is successful in completing the task, but upon returning, finds himself shunned by the Emperor. Shao Kahn promised Reptile that if he was successful, he would resurrect Reptile's race. Shao Kahn never had any intention of fulfilling his promise. Enraged, Reptile turns against his master and defeats him in battle, but by killing his master, Reptile destroys the one chance to ever know his true race. So that means he never fucking... Damn, that sucks. After Shao Kahn's defeat, Reptile was captured and imprisoned. During the invasion of Edenia, Shinnok approached Reptile and made him an offer. Serve as one of the generals in exchange for freedom and the chance to extract revenge against Edenia. Reptile eagerly accepted, aiding in the realm's subjugation. Once Quan Chi and Shinnok were defeated and banished in another realm, Reptile fled back to Outworld. A general in Shinnok's army of darkness, Reptile once belonged to an extinct race of reptilian creatures. He was banished to the Netherrealm for committing genocide against several species. Responsible for the death of millions, Reptile is a dangerous ally to the forces of evil. With Shinnok now victorious, Reptile kneels before Quan Chi and requests that he be sent back in time to his homeworld before it was taken over by Shao Kahn. Quan Chi dismisses the request as impetuous, raising Reptile's ire. Shinnok appears before Reptile, overpowering him. When Reptile tries to remind Shinnok that they had a deal, Shinnok contemptuously replies that he is not a god of his word, killing Reptile instantly. Damn. I'll get to you in a minute. Sector is a fanatically loyal and ambitious member of the Lin Kuei. He volunteered to be the first of the clan to undergo the upgrade process by Cyber Lin Kuei. The upgrade process into a Cyber Lin Kuei. His first mission is to find and capture Sub-Zero for betraying the clan and refusing to undergo the conversion process. Sector is sent along Cyrax and Smoke to capture or terminate Sub-Zero for his defection from the Lin Kuei. As a cyborg, he is protected from Shao Kahn's theft of Earth's souls. Recognizing the Outworld Extermination Squads as threats, he attacks those he sees while pursuing Sub-Zero. Upon Shao Kahn's defeat, Sector returns to base. Sector is actually the code name for Unit LK-199. That's crazy work. He was the first of 3 prototype cybernetic ninjas built by the Lin Kuei. Sector was once a human assassin trained by the Lin Kuei. He volunteered for automation because of his loyalty to the clan. Sector survives the Outworld invasion. He has no soul to take. After eventually terminating Sub-Zero, Sector is attacked by Shao Kahn's army. Unfamiliar with the Outworld warriors, Sector fights back. He targets Kahn and Outworld begins as threats to the Lin Kuei. Kahn's minions are no match for Sector, who fights his way into the fortress. Once inside, Sector initiates his self-destruct sequence. The resulting explosion is so massive that it closes the portal and returns Earth back to normal. So he sacrificed himself, even though he killed Sub-Zero, just to save Earth. Crazy work. Shang Tsung has been called many things over the centuries. Devious, manipulative, untrustworthy, ambitious, and cunning among them. Originally from Earthrealm, Shang Tsung betrays his home realm for forbidding knowledge and power. As Shao Kahn's lead sorcerer, Shang Tsung has the responsibility of acquiring the Earth for the Emperor, whether via Mortal Kombat or otherwise. Seeking local participants in the upcoming Mortal Kombat tournament on Earth, Shang Tsung approaches the Lin Kuei about sending one of their warriors. Meeting with the Grandmaster in the Lin Kuei's temple, Shang Tsung is introduced to Sub-Zero, fresh off of his latest assignment. Before the tournament begins, Shang Tsung directly invites Raiden to compete, allowing the Thunder God to participate. He oversees the tournament and is shocked and angered when Goro loses to Liu Kang. He challenges the Shaolin monk directly, only to face defeat. Shang Tsung then flees back to Outworld, allowing the island to crumble. Upon his return to Outworld, Shang Tsung faces execution for his failure to secure Earthrealm. To save his own skin, he suggests a final all-or-nothing tournament hosted in Outworld. Shao Kahn agrees and gives Shang Tsung his youth back so that he can confront and challenge Liu Kang. In the Outworld tournament rematch, the sorcerer loses once again to the Shaolin monk. After losing control of the Shaolin tournament, Shang Tsung promises his ruler Shao Kahn to shape events to lure the warriors to compete in his own contest. Convinced of this plan, Shao Kahn restores Shang Tsung's youth and allows him to live. Shang Tsung not only turns against and defeats both Kintaro and Shao Kahn, he also takes over the rule of the Outworld. With Shao Kahn's armies at his command, he finally unbalances the Furies and weakens the dimensional gates between the Outworld and Earthrealm. Along with his elite group of sorcerers, he uses this weakness to march a never-ending horde of demons into the Earth and doom its inhabitants to eternal darkness. Have a nice day. This is the second time he said that. That's fucking hilarious. At Shao Kahn's direction, Shang Tsung resurrects Sindel, giving the Emperor to execute to cross over to Earthrealm and reclaim his wife. Once the portal is open between the worlds, Shang Tsung creates a tornado of souls that strips the planet of all human life, feeding Shao Kahn's power. Shang Tsung would later be defeated by Liu Kang and Kung Lao as they sought to confront the Emperor. Shang Tsung is Shao Kahn's lead sorcerer. He once fell out of favor with his Emperor after failing to win Earthrealm through tournament battle. But with the ever-scheming Shang Tsung is instrumental in Kahn's conquest of Earth. He has now been granted more power than ever. When Shao Kahn overtakes the Earth, he needs Shang Tsung to help locate the surviving humans. Granted new powers, he soon discovers his Dark Emperor's true plan. As soon as the remaining warriors are disposed of, Kahn will take Shang Tsung's own soul. After learning of this, Shang Tsung turns on his master. He catches Motaro off guard and then defeats Shao Kahn. But before the Earth can return to normal, Shang Tsung takes all the souls as his own. he will forever rule Earth with his own brand of evil. Thousands of years ago, Shao Kahn took the throne of Outworld by murdering its former ruler, the Dragon King Onaga. That's crazy work. Since then, he has expanded Outworld's influence and power by conquering and merging with other realms. Shao Kahn's towering stature and preference for direct physical combat belies a cunning intellect and proficiency in magic. He now seeks to conquer Earth and merge it into his Outworld. After Shang Tsung's failure to secure Earthrealm, Shao Kahn prepares to have the sorcerer executed. However, Shang Tsung offers a new plan, an all-or-nothing tournament in Outworld. Shao Kahn agrees, intending to compete personally and defeat Earth's champion himself. In the end, Liu Kang earns the chance to face the Emperor, and after a hard-fought battle, Liu Kang defeats Shao Kahn to win the tournament. Shao Kahn opens a portal to Earthrealm and sends Shang Tsung to bring about Sindel's resurrection. Once the portal is open, Shao Kahn proceeds to strip the planet of human life in preparation to merge the realms. Realizing that Raiden has protected some warriors, he sends extermination squads to kill the remaining humans. In the end, Shao Kahn was confronted and defeated by Liu Kang, which releases the captured souls. Losing his claim over not only Earth but Edenia as well, Shao Kahn retreats to Outworld. Yeah, and that's pretty much the A proud member of the Outworld Shokan race, Shiva was chosen by Shao Kahn to act as Sindel's bodyguard. While she accepted this prestigious assignment, she remained suspicious of the Emperor's motives, as her people's longtime rivals, the Centaurians, were chosen to lead the extermination squads in the wake of the high-profile losses by the Shokan in Mortal Kombat. After Sindel is resurrected by Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn commences his invasion of Earth, Shiva is selected to act as Sindel's protector. Now, she is wary of the Emperor's motives, given her people were passed over for the extermination squad by the Centaurians. She is never given a chance to act upon her suspicions. She is confronted by Katana and Jade, ultimately falling to Jade in battle. She was handpicked by Shao Kahn to serve as Sindel's personal protector. She becomes suspicious of Shao Kahn's loyalty towards her race and Shokan when he places Motaro as the leader of his extermination squads. In Outworld, Motaro's race of Centaurians is the natural enemy of the Shokan. When Shiva serves her master on Earth, her race of Shokan are being punished in Outworld. Khan now favors Motaro's race of centaurs and aids them in defeating the Shokan. After learning of these events, Shiva turns on her master. She defeats Motaro and in a rage brings down Khan. In freeing the Earth, she also frees the Outworld. She then returns home and works to restore the pride and respect of her race. Millions of years ago, Shinnok betrayed his fellow elder gods in his rebellious quest for power, only to be defeated by Raiden and imprisoned in the Netherrealm. Now he plots and plans, yearning to escape his imprisonment and exact his twisted revenge against the heavens. Shinnok sends his servant Quan Chi to retrieve his amulet, thereby enabling Shinnok's escape from the Netherrealm. Before he can escape, he becomes aware of the Lin Kuei Sub-Zero arriving in his realm to steal the amulet back. Upon Quan Chi's defeat by Sub-Zero and Serena, he blasts Serena from behind. That's fucking crazy work. Hey, yo! Causing her to discorporate and return to the lower planes of the Netherrealm. Sub-Zero and Shinnok battle as Sub-Zero grabs the amulet from the fallen Elder God. Shinnok roars in anger and switches to a giant demonic form, but is unable to prevent Sub-Zero from escaping through a portal back to Earth. After Quan Chi delivers the amulet, Shinnok sends him to Edenia at his worshippers Tanya's invitation. Once there, Quan Chi opens a portal, allowing Shinnok and his armies to enter and subjugate Edenia. Shinnok then uses Edenia as a staging area and as his demonic armies attack the heavens. When a contingent of Earthrealm's warriors arrive to confront Shinnok, he welcomes the challenge, especially after learning their leader is Raiden's protege. After an extended battle, Liu Kang faces Shinnok alone. At that moment, Shinnok learns the amulet he possesses is a fake, as the real one is sent back to the Netherrealm with Quan Chi, weakening him. With Raiden's assistance, Liu Kang banishes the fallen Elder God back to the Netherrealm. Banished to the Netherrealm for crimes committed against his once fellow Elder Gods, Shinnok is freed from his confines by Quan Chi. With the aid of a traitor, he is able to overtake the realm of Edenia. From there, he wages a war against the Elder Gods and awaits a chance to enact revenge against the god who banished him there, Raiden. Shinnok holds Raiden helplessly in an energy field, raging that the Thunder God caused his suffering and that the mortals of Earthrealms will pay the price. Raiden defiantly declares that as a traitor to his fellow Elder Gods, Shinnok deserved much worse. Shinnok gloats that with the Elder Gods gone, their power now courses through him. Bidding a mocking farewell to Raiden, Shinnok obliterates him with a blast of energy. Former Queen of Edenia, widow of King Jared, and mother of Princess Kitana, Sindel took her own life rather than to serve as Shao Kahn's wife in the aftermath of Outworld conquering her realm. Shao Kahn had other plans for her, and millennia later she would be the key to Shao Kahn's invasion of Earth. At Shao Kahn's command, Shang Tsung travels to Earthrealm and resurrects Sindel. Her corrupted soul calls out for her husband, which Shao Kahn uses as pretense for crossing over to Earth. Once the merging of the realms begin, Sindel is kept in Shao Kahn's fortress, protected by her bodyguard, Shiva. Kitana manages to find and defeat her, freeing her from Shao Kahn's control. Sindel then returns to Edenia with Kitana and Jade to rebuild her realm. She was once ruled the Outworld by Shao Kahn's side as his queen. Now, 10,000 years after her untimely death, she is reborn on Earth. Her evil intent is every match for Shao Kahn's tyranny. She is the key to his occupation of Earth. Sindel receives visions of her true past and turns against Shao Kahn. She discovers that her true king was named Jared. They once have a daughter named Kitana and ruled a realm called Edenia before Kahn took it away in their own mortal combat. He used Sindel as a pawn in his quest for Earth and took Kitana as his own daughter. But in defeating Shao Kahn, Sindel frees the Earth. In doing so, she also liberates Edenia and ensures a reunion with her 10,000-year-old daughter, Kitana. Smoke. A member of the Lin Kuei, Smoke is a longtime ally and partner to the younger Sub-Zero. After helping Sub-Zero reach the Outworld tournament and observing from the shadows, he returns to the Lin Kuei Temple where he is unwillingly forced to undergo cyber conversion. His first mission as a cyber Lin Kuei is to locate and apprehend or terminate Sub-Zero. Smoke provides support to Sub-Zero in his mission to meet Liu Kang, flying the plane that takes them and Kung Lao to Hollywood to meet Johnny Cage. After Sub-Zero leaves for Outworld to participate in the Outworld tournament, Smoke follows to observe and report back to the Lin Kuei Temple, which that's the reason why he was there. Smoke returns to the Lin Kuei Temple and is first forced to undergo a conversion into a cyber Lin Kuei, now known as Unit LK-7T2. His first mission is to assist Sector and Cyrax in terminating Sub-Zero. Smoke was once a friend and ally of Sub-Zero when they both tried to escape from being turned into machines by the Ninja Clan, but Smoke is captured and transformed into a cyborg with a mission to find and kill his old partner. However, Smoke soon finds himself being pursued by Shao Kahn's minions. He learns that he still has a soul and that his true mission is the destruction of the Outworld invaders. He defeats Kahn and saves the world, but is forever trapped in his artificial body. Winning the tournament enables Smoke to escape his artificial body, He then devotes his life to studying the fighting skills of his counterpart ninjas, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Reptile. Without warning, Smoke once again vanishes. He retreats into the hidden forest to continue his study and will remain there until he has perfected the skills of the remaining ninjas and can compete in Mortal Kombat 4. Which he never fucking did. In his human form, Smoke was a lethal assassin working for the Lin Kuei, but when they decided to automate their ninjas, Smoke was caught in the middle. He became a cyborg assassin whose human form will exist as a memory forevermore. In his human form, Smoke was a lethal assassin working for the Lin Kuei. Oh yeah, I just read this. Before his transformation into a cybernetic assassin, Smoke was one of the Lin Kuei's finest ninjas. It was during this time that he came to know his greatest ally, Sub-Zero. When the Lin Kuei decided to automate their warriors, the two decided to escape. While Sub-Zero successfully eluded capture, Smoke did not. He would become a robotic nightmare, his soul trapped inside a living machine. In his human form, Smoke was a fierce warrior. In his mechanical body, he is even more lethal. But his true form is that of a human, one he will know again only in dreams. I just read that part. Whatever, I just read it. A no-nonsense soldier and born leader, Lieutenant Sonya Blade serves in the U.S. Special Forces under Major Jackson Bridge. Can you believe it? Major Jackson Briggs. Her pursuit of the Black Dragon criminal Kano has led her to the Mortal Kombat tournament, where she went from serving her country to fighting for her entire realm. Sonya Blade and her team pursued notorious criminal Kano to Shang Tsung's island, where they are all taken prisoner. Shang Tsung forces Sonya to compete in the tournament, else the sorcerer will kill her teammates. Allying with Liu Kang and Johnny Cage, she fights in the tournament, defeating Kano in their match. The Liu Kang defeats Shang Tsung, the sorcerer takes both Sonya and Kano as prisoners back to Outworld. Sonya is a member of the top U.S. Special Forces unit. Her team was hot on the trail of Kano's Black Dragon organization. They followed them to an uncharted island where they were ambushed by Shang Tsung's personal army. Captured by Shang Tsung, Sonya's Special Forces unit was taken hostage. The only hope was the tournament. Shang Tsung promised to release the entire team only if Sonya could win the entire contest. Her victory not only released her unit, but also put an end to the Black Dragon and Shang Tsung's powerful grip on the tournament. Taken prisoner by Shang Tsung, Sonya is chained up and put on display in Shao Kahn's Coliseum. Upon Liu Kang's defeat on Shao Kahn in the Outworld tournament, Jax manages to release Sonya. They are, however, unable to capture Kano as the criminal frees himself and flees. Sonya returns with Jax to report to their superiors at the Pentagon. After failing to convince her superiors of the Outworld threat, Sonya makes preparations for an impending attack. She finds herself protected when Shao Kahn scours the planet for human life. During the invasion, Sonya battles Kano atop a skyscraper, ultimately throwing him off the roof. In the aftermath of Shao Kahn's defeat, she and Jax are tapped by the military to form the Outer World Investigation Agency. Sonya disappeared after the first tournament but was later rescued from Outworld by Jax. After returning to Earth, she and Jax tried to warn the US government of the looming Outworld menace. Lacking proof, they watch helplessly as Shao Kahn begins his invasion. Sonya defeats her arch-enemy Kano high atop a skyscraper near Shao Kahn's fortress. She then comes face to face with the Emperor himself. In an incredible display of courage, Sonya wins. When the world returns to its normal state, Sonya has no trouble convincing her superiors to form the Outer World Investigation Agency, devoted to protecting Earth against possible future invasions from other realms. After capturing Jarek, After capturing Jarek, the last member of the Black Dragon, Sonya is called away by Jax to investigate a meteor landing somewhere in China. Once there, she meets up with the other Earthrealm warriors and helps protect Fujin from Netherrealm demons. Learning of the invasion of Edenia, she joins the others in traveling to their world to stop Shinnok. After Shinnok is defeated, Jarek attempts to escape. Their fight ends with Sonya throwing Jarek off a cliff to his presumed death. Whoa. I mean, I can still see it, but damn, that's kind of fucked up. Whatever. After her journey into the Outworld and Shao Kahn's near destruction of Earth, Sonya becomes a member of Earth's own Outer World Investigation Agency. Her first mission leads her to join Liu Kang on his quest to aid the troubled Thunder God Raiden. She must survive long enough to warn her government of the new menace brought on by Quan Chi. This is gonna be hard to read. Sonya confronts Jarek on a cliffside, telling him that with Shinnok's defeat, it's time for him to be taken into custody. Jarek scoffs, saying that he agreed to help to defeat Shinnok, but never to surrender himself. He declares the Black Dragon lives on, while Sonya retorts that the Black Dragon died with Kano. Jarek charges her in anger and she steps aside, allowing him to fall over the edge. She then contacts Jax, telling Jax that she is returning to base. That was kind of hard to read. Curtis Stryker will tell you that he's normal, everyday police officer. As part of the riot control squad, he is working to quell panic after Shao Kahn opened his portal. As the lone survivor of his city, he now fights to save his world as a chosen warrior. After Shao Kahn opens his portal, Stryker attempts to keep order in this city with his riot control squad. Fairly quickly, Stryker finds everyone around him vanishing, until he is the only survivor. He receives a vision from Raiden, directing him into a rendezvous location. There he meets Earth's other chosen fighters and learns about Shao Kahn in Outworld. Once Shao Kahn is defeated, Stryker returns to protect his city. When the Outworld portal opens over a large city in North America, panic and chaos rage out of control. Curtis Stryker was the leader of a riot control brigade when Shao Kahn began taking souls. He finds himself the lone survivor of a city once populated by millions. Ignorant of why his soul was spared from the Outworld invasion, Stryker receives a vision from Raiden. He is instructed to travel west. He eventually meets the rest of the Earth's warriors and learns the true meaning of his survival. He travels back to the city he swore to protect. Khan is unfamiliar with this new combatant and is caught off guard. Stryker defeats the warlord and saves the entire planet. The chaos that consumed the city in the hours before the invasion are gone. Ever read this? Here we go. The younger brother of the original Sub-Zero, this Lin Kuei assassin took his brother's name and title after the murder of the Hands of Scorpion. Joining Earth's warriors in the Outworld tournament, Sub-Zero will eventually renounce the Lin Kuei entirely and be marked for death for not agreeing to undergo conversion into a soulless cyborg. After his brother's death at the Mortal Kombat tournament, Sub-Zero meets with Liu Kang and Kung Lao to find answers. When Shang Tsung challenges Liu Kang to join the Outworld tournament, Sub-Zero agrees to fight for Earthrealm and travels with the others to Outworld. While there, he meets Scorpion, who declares himself Sub-Zero's protector as penance for his brother's death. After Liu Kang's defeat of Shao Kahn, Sub-Zero returns to the Lin Kuei Temple. Thought to have been killed by the Shaolin tournament, Sub-Zero mysteriously returns. It is believed he traveled to Outworld to again attempt to assassinate Shang Tsung. To do so, he must fight his way through Shao Kahn's tournament. When Sub-Zero failed to return from the Shaolin tournament and rumor of Shang Tsung's survival reached the Lin Kuei clan, they immediately sent another assassin to complete the task. This new warrior is actually the younger brother of the original Sub-Zero. He enters the Outworld tournament and accomplishes his task. He learns of Scorpion's foul vendetta against his brother, but will never know why his life was spared. Perhaps a third tournament is in his future? Returning to the Lin Kuei temple, a horrified Sub-Zero finds the clan has begun converting his members into soulless cyborgs. He escapes, scarring and marked for death, and is pursued by Sector, Cyrax, and Smoke. During the Outworld invasion, he joins the other Earth warriors in attacking Shao Kahn's base of operations. Once Shao Kahn is defeated by Liu Kang and Earth returns to more normal, Sub-Zero disappears into the shadows once more. The ninja returns unmasked. He was betrayed by his own ninja clan, the Lin Kuei. He broke sacred codes of honor by leaving the clan and is marked for death. But unlike the ninja of old, his pursuers come as machines. He must not only defend against the Outworld's menace, but must also elude his soulless assassins. In a vicious battle, Sub-Zero faces Cyrax and Sector, but not alone. He finds his third Lin Kuei assassin, the elusive Smoke. Before automation, Smoke and Sub-Zero were allies. Sub-Zero helped Smoke recall his past and gains him as an ally once again. Sub-Zero defeats his cyborg assassins with the help of Smoke, then finds it takes all his own inner strengths to defeat Khan and his Outworld minions. The former ninja once again disappears into the shadows, his legacy known only to a select few. Sub-Zero and the other Earthrealm warriors find Fujin attacked by Netherrealm demons at a meteor crash site. Telling the others of his brother's experiences with Quan Chi and Shinnok, Sub-Zero joins the other warriors to free Edenia. In Sindel's palace, Scorpion confronts and defeats Sub-Zero, blaming him for the murder of Scorpion's clan. Sub-Zero vehemently denies this, after which Quan Chi arrives and admits that he was the true murderer. As Sub-Zero watches, Scorpion drags Quan Chi back to the deepest planes of the Netherrealm. After Shao Kahn's defeat at the hands of Earth's fighters, Sub-Zero's warrior clan known as the Lin Kuei is disbanded. But with the new threat brought on by Quan Chi, the Ice Warrior once again dons the familiar costume once worn by his brother, the original Sub-Zero. He also holds secrets passed on to him by his sibling, secrets that could hold the key to stopping Shinnok. Sub-Zero confronts Scorpion and defeats him, but Scorpion vows to kill him for murdering his clan and family. Quan Chi sucker punches Sub-Zero from behind and reveals that Scorpion was serving him in exchange for freedom, a deal he had no intention of honoring. While Quan Chi gloats that both ninjas serve Shinnok's purposes, Scorpion recovers and uses his powers to kill the sorcerer. Scorpion departs, declaring Sub-Zero free from his curse. To the people of Edenia, Tanya is the benevolent daughter of Queen Sindel's ambassador to other realms. In reality, she will selflessly do anything to ensure her own well-being, including entering into the service of the fallen elder god, Shinnok. Tanya brings Quan Chi to Edenia under the guise of sheltering refugees from a war-torn realm. Once Quan Chi summons his portal and Shinnok emerges, Tanya joins the Netherrealm forces in helping subdue Sindel and disrupt any resistance. Once the Earthrealm warriors enter Sindel's castle, Tanya attempts to separate Liu Kang from the others, but fails. So that's what happened, literally. But in her ending, she actually succeeded. As the daughter of Edenia's ambassador to new realms, Tanya invites a group of refugees fleeing their own world into the safety of Edenia. But soon after Queen Sindel allows them through the portal, she learns that one of the warriors is none other than the banisher elder god Shinnok. The portal leads into the pits of the Netherrealm itself, and the once free realm of Edenia is now at the mercy of Shinnok. Tanya, wow, that's the fucking wrong picture anyway. Tanya asks Liu Kang to follow her. Still the wrong picture anyway. Tanya asks Liu Kang to follow her, claiming that Raiden has asked her to lead Liu Kang to him. Lead Liu Kang to him. Liu follows, asking about his friends. Tanya replies that Raiden has something special planned for them. Upon turning the corner, Liu Kang asks Tanya what is happening, and Tanya gloats that she has led him into a trap. Liu is confronted by Quan Chi and Shinnok, who inform him that Raiden and his friends are dead. Quan Chi asks Liu Kang if he wishes to beg for mercy from Shinnok. Liu defiantly refuses and attacks Shinnok, only to be killed by a blast of energy. Again, Wrong picture. But anyway. Now to the poster boy, the man of the hour, the motherfucking Don Diggity Don. Scorpion. Once a fierce warrior from the Shirai Ryu clan, Scorpion was slain by his ninja rival Sub-Zero, only to return from the Netherrealm to avenge his own death. He returns to fight in several Mortal Kombat tournaments for deeply personal reasons, primarily honor and revenge. Hired by Quan Chi to steal the map of the elements from the Wu Xi Academy, Scorpion was confronted by his rival Sub-Zero. In the resulting fight, Scorpion was defeated and murdered. On his death, his soul descended into the Netherrealm where he would confront a still-living Sub-Zero once again. When Shang Tsung hired Sub-Zero to attend the Mortal Kombat tournament, Scorpion participated to achieve his revenge. During the event, Scorpion finally avenged his own death and killed his Lin Kuei murderer, Sub-Zero. Like Sub-Zero, Scorpion's true name and origin are not known. He has shown from time to time distrust and hatred towards Sub-Zero. Between ninjas, this is usually a sign of opposing clans. He marked for death years ago by the Lin Kuei. Scorpion was murdered by Sub-Zero. He left behind a wife and child in his former life, but was allowed to return and avenge his death. Even with Scorpion's triumph in the tournament and new title as Grand Champion, the price he paid was high. He can never again know his family and must exist forever with his secret curse. Learning that Sub-Zero has somehow survived their final battle, Scorpion returns to Earthrealm and learns that this Sub-Zero is the youngest brother of the Lin Kuei he killed. Feeling remorse, Scorpion vows to protect the younger Sub-Zero and fights alongside him in the Outworld tournament. The Hellspawn Spectre rises from the pits. After learning of Sub-Zero's return, he once again stalks the ninja assassin, following him into the dark realm of the Outworld where he continues his own unholy mission. Upon learning of Sub-Zero's reappearance, Scorpion enters Shao Kahn's tournament. He witnesses Sub-Zero spare the life of the opponent and realizes that this is not the same Sub-Zero who has murdered him so long ago. He lets the ninja live and goes on to defeat the Outworlders in their unholy contest. With the defeat of Shao Kahn, Scorpion discovers a new purpose for his existence. He becomes the guardian of the new Sub-Zero to atone for murdering his older brother and in preparation for the third tournament. At first agreeing to assist in eliminating Earth's defenders, Scorpion gives pause when he finds one of them is Sub-Zero, who he previously swore to defend. Switching sides, he assists Earth's warriors in repelling the Outworld invasion. When Shao Kahn makes a failed attempt for stealing the souls that occupy Earth's hell, Scorpion is able to escape from the Netherrealm. Free to roam Earth once more, Scorpion holds allegiance to no one. He is a wild card, and Earth struggles against Outworld. Scorpion is advertently released from his damnation in hell when Khan's plans to overtake the realm goes awry. Free to roam Earth, Scorpion is enlisted by the Emperor to aid him in his quest to destroy the Chosen Warriors. But his allegiance to Shao Kahn falters when he discovers one of the Chosen Warriors to be Sub-Zero. Scorpion has vowed to protect the former ninja as restitution for killing his brother. Shao Kahn finds himself the victim of his own scheme as Scorpion is forced to turn against him. Shao Kahn finds himself the victim of his own scheme as... yeah, I just said that. He destroys the Emperor and Earth is returned to normal. Scorpion finds himself once again roaming the pits of hell, only to one day rise again. When Shinnok launches his attack against the heavens, Quan Chi recruits Scorpion, telling the younger Sub-Zero was a complicit in the massacre of his clan. Following a final confrontation with Sub-Zero, Scorpion learns Quan Chi is their true murderer and defeats the sorcerer. In hopes of gaining Scorpion as a new ally in the war with the Elder Gods, Quan Chi makes the dead ninja an offer he cannot refuse: life, in exchange for his services as a warrior against the Elders. Scorpion accepts but hides behind ulterior motives. Scorpion confronts and defeats Sub-Zero in combat. Scorpion declares that he is finally avenging his family, only to be confused when Sub-Zero emphatically asserts that he was not responsible for their deaths. Quan Chi, having no further use for the Spectre, tells Scorpion the truth. He killed Scorpion's family and clan. When Quan Chi attempts to send him back to the Netherrealm, Scorpion charges the sorcerer and grabs him, forcing them both back to the deepest planes of the Netherrealm. Yeah, you have it. Like, shit. That was a lot to take in. That was 2 fucking hours. Yeah. All right, guys. That was pretty much it. That was pretty much what I wanted to do. But all right, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next run. Peace.